Hello, I will now explain all of the new features in the new GWater 0.3b update, so I'm going to get right into it because if I don't, this video will be very long. Alrighty, so first thing I did is I did a lot of work on the edge rejection code and how smooth the water looks. So the sun reflection you can see is much smoother than it would have been in previous updates. You can also see it's very well defined on those edges right there. I did a lot of work, hopefully it was worth it. I think it looks a lot better. The menu, there's a lot of stuff that I changed about the menu, especially new tabs, so I will go over those in a little bit. But the first thing I want to do is, so the Patreon tab has also been updated. Everyone who has downloaded the mod should be on this list. If you have paid for it and are not on this list, please contact me so I can add you onto this list. Okay, so parameters, the anisotropy calculations are now exposed to you through the menu. The anisotropy calculations are basically the particle warping. So if I turn, there you go, you can see how that particle warps a lot more than like those particles, I guess, like that one. So there's a little bit of warping. You can change these settings. I'm not going to really explain what they do. That's kind of for you to play around with. Yep. So and then 0 will do. By the way, 0 will do no warping if you set the scale to 0. So it kind of just looks like a bunch of balls. I don't know why you want to do that, but you know the option is there. Diffuse particles. So I did a lot of work on the diffuse particles. Let me turn this back so it looks like actual water. There we go. Fill this up. So you can see the diffuse particles are in the water there. Might be a little hard to see. Nope. And it's a little more. It's a little difficult to see, especially considering how bad YouTube compression has been treating me. I promise I've been recording all of my videos in a high bit rate, but YouTube just loves to compress my stuff. So yeah, those diffuse particles, you can change the parameters here. I'm not really going to go into depth because this video otherwise will be very long. Okay, so I also added some more parameters here. So time scale changes how fast the particles move. So you can set this higher and the particles will move a little bit faster. If you set this to 0, it will break the fluid preview. I don't know how to fix this. I promise I will fix it eventually. I literally have no idea why this breaks. So like, don't report that. I promise I'll fix it. Like literally, I have no idea why it happens. If I knew how to fix it, I would have fixed it, right? So that breaks. Surface tension is another fun one. So it's kind of like how much the particles pull themselves together, kind of. Well, I guess it's kind of cohesion. Whatever. Here, let's use the portal gel as an example. You can see how it kind of turns into a ball more than it does like a jelly, right? Kind of like a more ball shape. Anyways, that's surface tension. So set it back to water. The last parameter I want to go over is the old solver parameter in the performance tab. So when I spawn this here, in older versions of the mod, this would not have been possible. So I'm going to fill this up completely with water. There we go. Okay, so if you played any 0.1 or 0.2, you might have tried this and realized that it was pretty much impossible because the water would have started to leak out at the bottom. You can now do this because I've upgraded the solver to something a little bit different. Although it does impact the frame rate a little better, I think it's definitely worth it in regards to this aspect. OBS kind of records like crap because my GPU is currently at 100% utilization. I promise it's better in game. Like I'm literally, you can see down here, I'm getting 30 frames a second. But OBS I think is recording probably at like maybe 5, according to the little preview that I see on my second monitor. So yeah, I promise it's better in game. If you switch to the old solver, it'll fix this issue, but it will also cause lovely particle leaking. So pick your poison, right? Okay, so I'm going to turn this back because I kind of like it. Alright. NPC and player collision I added, so I'm going to do the blood preset. And by the way, Galaxy High Marshall did the blood preset. He is a workshop creator who has in the past created blood add-ons, and he did the blood preset, and I think it looks really good. So let's cover like a ragdoll. Let's do like Barney. Barney here. And cover him with blood. So particles now interact with ragdolls, players, and NPCs as you would expect them to. So cover this combine as well. Right. I'll throw him over here across the ledge. Bye, Barney. Alright, so oh yeah, players. It does work on players too, so this is something I really like to do. Take the bin, full of blood. And there are diffuse particles, but you can turn them off with threshold setting it to, oh, no, not threshold, I meant the lifetime, setting it to 0. Turns off diffuse particles. Okay, so camera. Look at me, and I can go inside. Right, see me down there? Hello. I can emerge from the bottom. I think it looks kind of funny. Another cool thing is if you shake, you can like get rid of most of the blood if you like shake it off. So I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, so that's a cool thing to play around with. New blood parameter to mess around with. Okay, so NPC, right, okay. Alright, so I also did a bunch of bug fixes, so there are some crashes that have been fixed. There are, whatever bug reports there are. I am aware, yes, okay, yes, the fluid preview is a bug. I will fix it, I promise. I just don't know how. Yeah, so the lovely bug fixes, as always. So the gun box right here in front of me, I haven't done anything with it. I promise I'll do something with it in 0.4. I might add a little weapon tab here, which lets you control stuff about the water gun, because I know that's been requested a little bit. I just didn't really get around to it, so I promise I will add it in 0.4. Okay, so the last thing that I want to go over. So in GWater 0.3b, there is now legitimate anti-piracy measures to stop you from pirating the add-on. So if you've been distributing it among your friends, I would suggest against doing that, because you may get flagged, and I wouldn't want to have to deal with that. I wouldn't want you to deal with that if you have been doing that. So please do not get flagged by anti-piracy. So I don't really intend to punish any of the pirates. So I know in the past there has been, I think it was called Beat Run or something like that, and they punished pirates by distributing like IPs or something terrible. I'm not going to do that. I'm like why, you know? I don't intend to punish pirates like at all. However, I will punish the distributors. If you are distributing this for free, I will find you. Okay? Don't do it. I will find you, bro. I will. No, don't do it. So there's legit anti-piracy measures now. So once again, don't. Dang, that was loud. I don't know if my mic picked that up. That was thunder. Anyways, please do not pirate the add-on. Again, because there's anti-piracy stuff now. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope to see you. In another video.